Chiquinha, Chiquinha.
Go check out the room.
Chiquinha.
Okay, I'm the content creator for this channel. If you like what I'm doing, just subscribe and then also hit the that little bell. That means you're gonna get notified of other videos that I do. Okay, so today we're walking to the border. So this is where the Zhuhai, we're gonna walk to Zhuhai right in this spot. So we're on the Macau side right now, and Zhuhai is right on the other side. So you can see all the people behind us and in front of us. So let's just keep walking. Okay, so this is where you come out of the border. So that's the Macau side over there, and this side is the China border. So we're just basically gonna walk down this a little bit. Actually, we're gonna walk all the way down this main road. This main road looks like kind of like Los Angeles or something like that, because you'll see all these big trees, and the trees are quite and they're palm trees. You can see them right there. Actually, you can see them, but like when you're actually on the road, they look much larger. Here they look a little bit dwarfed. But so anyways, you can come out here. There's some hotels right away. All these are hotels. Actually, you can see it up there. Hotel, even lower. That over there is the train station. So as soon as you come out of this is the Macau border. Over there is the train station, and that'll take you to Guangzhou in about 1 hour. And you can also go all the way to Beijing, Shanghai, all over the place on that train. So there's the big China flag. Let's see. So that's it right there, Gongbei Port. Gongbei Port. Okay. So I think today what we're going to do is we're just going to walk with a camera, and you get a chance to see Zhuhai. So I do have another one of Zhuhai that I did quite a while ago. So this is going to be a more recent one. The other one was a nighttime one. It's kind of cool. There's a 7-Eleven. Actually, one of the things you'll notice is people yell a lot. So those two are yelling and talking to each other. Everybody yells a lot in China, so it's kind of typical. I think we're going to capture a lot of that today. But they're kind of oblivious to everything too, so you can actually have the camera, and they won't really won't even face them. Not really aware of other people around them at all. So okay, so we got 28 seconds to get across this, so we're gonna get across this crowd, and I'll bring the camera out with me so you can see how crowded this gets. And the policeman standing right in the middle. Car that's going pretty fast through the middle. Guy with a Vietnam hat. Guy standing on top of that thing over there. It's kind of funny because they're all adults, you know, but they can't do things that like a 8-year-old would do sometimes. Sounds bad to say, but this is kind of like funny because you don't really see grown adults that are like in their 40s standing on those kind of things very often. But you'll see it over here for sure. As soon as you cross over to Zhuhai, you start seeing, you know, more of that kind of behavior and stuff. But it's interesting. It makes for good filming, anyways. So we'll probably see the Zhuhai port. So actually, this one right here, this could also take you downstairs into the little marketplace that you'll probably see later. But I'm just going to keep capturing everything in front of me since you get a good sense of it. I'm gonna walk on this side. This is so basically today we're just gonna walk. It's kind of funny because lady's on her phone, but you know, it's in a pretty crowded spot, so you'd think that they would do that in the spot, but you know, it's like, I don't know, maybe people just maybe are used to how crowded it is, so they don't really have an awareness of, you'd think it'd be the other way, but it's not. Okay. Let's see, beware collision avoidance. Let's see what that says. Beware collision avoidance. It's in English. I think it's kind of funny because that means that glass is fragile. That means that people are. That means that they are bumping into that. I could see that among locals in particular, because you know they're not always aware of what's around them. But it's kind of funny because it's written in English. I don't know what this is all about. There's a guy smoking a cigarette. This is all like a bunch of furniture right there. So, huh. Okay, we're gonna keep on going. So what we're gonna do in a second is we're gonna walk up these stairs, and it's one of the ways to get across. These guys are probably selling real estate, probably. You wanna... Okay, just a little recap. The border is right there, so that's the border to Macau. And these are kind of those palm trees that I was talking about. So these kind of add a LA feeling to it. And then you got all your hotels that are just, you know, up against the border. That side over there is a lot more interesting, by the way. We're going to come back around that way. So if you keep tuned into everything, you'll see that later today. So I definitely will be filming over there too. But I'm gonna walk down this main road. I'm actually gotta get a few things, so actually the intersections here are pretty huge, massive. Actually it's kind of funny because this is a really high traffic area, so they got escalators going down, going up. I think they would have them down too, just because a lot of people have you know, heavy suitcases and all kinds of stuff. This right here is part of the bike share program. So you got a pretty massive bike share program in Zhuhai. Zhuhai is a pretty good city actually, but it's a little bit of a shock to the system when you live in Macau, because you come over and it's like it's just a different. So like that lady's staring at me. Like when I get over here, people will stare a lot more. So I might try to capture some of that later. I'm sure just kind of naturally. So, okay. So this is pretty massive little plaza. Let's see. Bank of Guangzhou. By the way, Guangzhou is about an hour and 15 minutes from here by a bullet train. It's actually really cheap too. It's like about $10 to get there, 10 American dollars, like about 90 yuan, I think. So, okay. Just sitting, hanging out. I don't know. So I think we're gonna, maybe I'll just kind of walk in a little bit. And you can see how massive these roads are. There's the buses over there. So we're just gonna go around this way. And now these are these big palm trees. So that's kind of what I mean by, like when you're here, it kind of feels like a Los Angeles or something like that. It's just the way that the trees. And then you have, I don't know if you can see all those lights on them too. I'll try to get a little closer. With those lights, at nighttime they all lit up. So it's kind of interesting as well. Just to the right of me is a bus stop, so people will wait there. Advertisement. So, yeah, and right here, I don't know, it's kind of interesting because like you think China has bike lanes everywhere, but But they don't have them right here in the busiest area. So in this space, they'll usually will share the same space as us in the pedestrian area. But this is already a high congestion area. So I guess it's this lack of space. So, okay. Keep on walking here. So basically we're just gonna keep walking all the way down the straight road for probably another 10 or 15 minutes. And then later we're gonna go inward a little bit. And inward has more, it's not so straight basically. So it's part of the bike share program, so you can see all these bikes here. So, okay. So all these are Zhuhai bike share. A whole row of them. And we have to go up another set of stairs again. So it's kind of designed funny. Seems like some people, it's like you actually have a choice. So if we have a choice, then no, we don't have a choice. All those people are going, they're going over to that other kind of more cooler area, which is where we're gonna go later. So we're gonna just go on up. Okay. Okay. So now you can see more of the city from this high angle right here. There's been lots of construction, so it's always kind of the case around here. Lots of construction all the time. There's a fast way elevator down. And we're gonna go down this way. So, okay. So yeah, this is Zhuhai. There's a Cafe de Corral. That little place is written in Portuguese and it's everywhere in Macau. And I guess it's over here too. Housing, Shinkansen, train. Hello, how are you? Hello, ni hao. Ni hao. Hello. Ni hao. You buy house? Yeah, buy a house. I'll buy 2, 3. Bye. So they always sell houses and apartments. So I see them all the time. Different people, of course. They kind of go through those people quickly, as you can imagine. And they basically try to stand by the border and try to capture Macau people, or tourists, I guess, as well. And they try to sell them apartments. So I don't know. To me, it seems pretty shady. But I guess it must work because their bike share program is everywhere, right? So basically, you can just pick up any bike and just take it and go. I think you need a card though to operate it. So I'm not going to take one. I don't know the. I think you can rent it for a certain price, but I don't know exactly the price. And they're also selling houses too. Hello. So yeah, I don't know if you want to buy some apartments or houses, just walk across the border, trying to sell it like it's like a piece of gum. You got $100,000 too. So okay, Starlight Club. So okay, so basically I kind of walked through the busier part, so I'm going to turn it off for a little while. But at the moment I turned it off, something interesting happened. But this is kind of the main road, the main thoroughfare that goes through here. So all right. Yeah, a little deviation off the main street, but there's That's the main street right there. We were just walking on that street. And sometimes I walk over into this park because they got some cool designs. So yeah, this is kind of a sports wall. Love the trees too. So okay, so it's deviated briefly from that, and we're just gonna walk down through this park for a minute. And this is basically the park. And up, you got these kind of cool looking trees too. So okay. And that's where we're gonna be walking, is right over there. So I'll turn off the camera again for a little bit. Hey. So we're gonna be walking this busy street. I just want to turn it on since there's kind of a group of people, so it's kind of interesting sometimes in the crowded areas because you don't really know what's gonna happen. But now we have to wait 99 seconds for this light to cross. So I don't know if you can see it right there, 96, 93. That's the other spot. And that's the park. We started right down that way, right down there. Okay. Okay, so we just, that's that big main road over there. Big map too. So we're gonna go down this way. This is kind of a side street. Sort of a side street. It's pretty popular. So it's pretty good too. More bike things. So we're gonna walk down this road. You can see over there it's kind of a little mountain, so it's like a tunnel that goes through that. Actually, it's kind of hard to get over on that side. I mean, I just walk everywhere, and everything is more interesting to walk around this side, so trying to go through the tunnel is not something I think about too often. Okay. So actually, this is kind of similar to Macau. They got these big open root system for the trees. So, okay. So all the stores are, you know, right underneath the apartments like that. Pretty common everywhere. You can see all the stores on the ground level, and lots of residential above it. And pretty much a lot of China is that way. A lot of Asia is like that, actually. So, okay. Benches. And that bike is mangled. Been here a long time. So okay. This one, it's I don't know what it is. Looks like either apartment complex or it's well, maybe we can walk down one of these. This is a police station. So, okay. So I'll turn this back on when I get up there a little bit more, somewhere a little bit more. I'm gonna turn this back on. And you can see, like, if you go up those little places, those are little residential blocks. And up there, there's a big, lot of residential too. The balconies with the big iron gates around them. So it's actually one of the interesting things. Like, you think sometimes you want to try to cut through a road, and some of them you can, and some of them you kind of go into this little like a residential block that's completely blocked off with just, you know, one entrance. Sometimes too, and you can't, and it's not a walkthrough. So let's just see. I think there's one of them right here too. So I don't even like to walk into them because I know I have to just walk back out 15 or 20 minutes later. But like right up there, it looks like it's, see that gate? There's a big gate up there. Sometimes you can go through the gate, but then you can't get through the other side. Anyways, we're gonna be walking down this other street, and it's a lot more interesting. So just walk by this furniture right here. So okay, kind of funny, right? It's like all this furniture. People can just come and sit outside. I've been in this area a bunch of times, so there's always like a kind of places to sit like that, which is interesting. Okay. Budweiser. So we're gonna head down. And up there is still more of that residential stuff, but it goes into a little block. And then there's a gate right there too. That gate's open. All right. So you're kind of getting a taste for Guangzhou. There's a lot to see in Guangzhou. It's a pretty big city. I think it might be bigger than Macau actually. I think Macau is about 800,000, and I think here is about 2 million maybe, 1.5 maybe. So I wish I had more time just to explore all day, because there's a lot of pretty cool little alleys to go down. So, okay, this is always kind of difficult. I see this every time I walk by. There's always like, it's like, how long have these mattresses been here? Or are they just always new mattresses? They look like they've been here quite a while. So it's probably the same stuff all the time, but you'd think that that would be thrown away. This is a garbage refuse place. So people will throw away their trash, of course, and it ends up in that spot. So, okay. I think these orange trees right here are left over from the New Year, which was about a month ago. But they'll put those little poinsettias out with the oranges. So, okay. All the different shops. So, okay. It's a nice car right there. And they just park right up on the sidewalk. It's kind of funny, right? Here's another one, parks right up on the sidewalk, blocks it, but it's pretty normal. It's a nice car. Actually, there's a dog walker over there. All right. Keep on walking. Residential. Where's that? Plastic surgery hospital. So that's a hospital, and then right next to it is all residential. So I guess if you need your plastic surgery, it's a place you can go. I'll just kind of show you. So we're way down here by the border. So we're basically just in this little area right here, but actually Zhuhai is this is quite far. I don't know, 5 kilometers, 6 kilometers. And also this is around Macau, so if you go all the way down, you can go to another entrance back into Macau. I usually come over from Macau, so. Okay. This must be the other side of the hospital. Yeah, plastic surgery hospital. Must be pretty well known. And we have 70 seconds to wait, so that little sign right over there says 67, 65. And you can walk a lot of different directions, but I'm going to turn off the camera for a while.
Hello.
Hello, how are you? So we're going to keep walking. So there's actually a little hotel right above there. Okay. Spas. Yeah, actually I think I've been in this area before. There's a bunch of spas, there's a KTV, there's hotels right in here. So I think this is kind of, sometimes I'll see people looking for customers, is the only way I can really say it. So, okay. Just gonna walk down this way. Let's see. So, okay, this is kind of a typical structure, setup of stuff in everywhere I go in China. That right there is a spa. Okay. Phone shop, probably. Okay. So, okay, I'm just gonna keep on walking. Sometimes it's kind of interesting, I think, just to be able to see the city on your own terms, right? Because you got a camera. I have the camera. Then you can stop and pause wherever you think it's interesting. Just to see if we can get around this guy. Actually, that straight ahead looks pretty interesting to me. Let's just try to get around here. We're gonna go right down this alleyway. I think this alley looks pretty interesting to me. Actually, the alleys in Zhuhai are real interesting. Like a sewing machine right there. So we're just gonna keep walking. We'll just see what we can see. What the heck is that? I guess they do scooter repair right there. That's interesting. So, okay. I think I've been here before. A lot of times at nighttime they'll put a bunch of chairs out here, and then this restaurant will be open, and they'll come out and eat dinner, drink beer. And this little plaza right here is a great place for that. So we're gonna walk down this alley to the right. And I can't remember, there's some sketchy stuff in some of these alleys, so I don't know which one is which. I can't remember which ones are the sketchy ones. Sketchy meaning there's some people that are working there that don't want to be on camera. Might be this one. So if I put the camera away, it's because it's let's see. Nope, not this one. Let's kind of see. This has a bunch of spas in here. Let's walk by some spas. I don't know if they're a lot of water in the alleys. Okay, so just gonna keep on walking. This is a Bank of China. So, okay. Let's see if we can get through this space. Sorry. So, okay. Keep on walking here. So in a minute we're gonna get up to a pedestrian street. I think that guy looks like he's got like that yellow underwear on. Yellow frilly underwear. Oh, man. Might try to get into one of these alleys. Looks pretty cool right there. So, okay. This alley, let's see. I think this is Wallace Burger. And some more foot massage places. They're pretty much everywhere. I don't know if we can get through this one or not. Let's see how far I can get into this. There's also a waterfront here too, so sometimes I'll go down there, but I don't think there's enough time today for that. Let's see, maybe we'll just go down. Back alleys are kind of like a parking lot and a commercial area and a road and a street. Kind of got everything in here. So okay, let's just keep on going. Industry and commerce, okay. So we're just gonna keep walking down this until we see something that looks kind of cool. Let's keep on going down. Oh, that looks really cool. There's some pretty interesting stuff right there. Let's see what some of this stuff is. That looks really cool. Got old stuff that I don't think I can film in there, so. Okay. Kind of coming around the back side of something I didn't quite expect to be at. So I'm gonna walk towards a certain street, but I haven't really been. A lot of times I go down these alleys and they're kind of interesting, but usually I come at them in a different way. There's a flower market. Flowers look beautiful. Fruit looks really good too. What's that right there? Actually, that one is like you just never know, like what, why is that right there? What is that? Just a bunch of them just sitting there? Anyways, hello, how are you? That's the thing, you know, when you got a camera, it's kind of like if somebody is looking at me, I'm probably gonna get them, and I'm probably gonna put the camera on them, you know, this is the way it is. I mean, I know people don't want the camera on them, but a lot of times if they're smiling, then it's fine. Let me just see. Let's see, I guess we should to walk down this way. So it's actually that's Milan Supercenter, it's called. And I kind of want to get across that street, but I don't want to jaywalk in this spot. So, okay, Milan Supercenter. Just gonna keep on walking. Oh, here's a bike lane right here. So I think that lady's in the bike lane. So, okay. Lots of phone shops everywhere. Okay, that's kind of interesting. Looks like she's going for a run. I don't know. Taxi? Calling a taxi? So, okay. So we're just gonna walk all the way across over to that side over there. So, let's see, this is kind of a pedestrian walking street, so when we get over there it should be pretty good to see. Let's see. Be careful in this spot. And okay. So in a minute we're going to be on the pedestrian walking street of Zhuhai, which is actually pretty close to the Macau border. So I basically did a big loop and walked around. And again, there's lots of interesting stuff all over the place, but this walking street is a pretty interesting spot in itself. So just show you what it looks like. So yeah, everywhere. And basically this whole concept is basically it shouldn't have any cars, but cars always go down here. When they do, they're usually attracted to, probably are attached to some business, you know, so people are coming and going. Usually, and usually they kind of come through, they kind of like they have the rights to be here. But this is technically a pedestrian road. It's not supposed to have cars going up and down it. So, but it's China, so a lot of people break the rules anyways, so. Okay. So bikes. It's pretty good. This is probably the best people watching spot as you're high too. And you see where that little kid is spinning the jump rope around in a circle? That whole area used to be all bars that were up on the sidewalk. And they had like what do you call that? Bartendresses, female hostess kind of thing. They just stand and talk, and try to get customers to come in. But they'd be like right out in the open. They're just basically selling beer for kind of expensive prices. But that's where I'd always see foreigners. I always see like a foreigner, or at least one, and sometimes, you know, 3, 4 different ones. kind of treat it like it's a pub or a bar. Let's see that. Oh, the big business is they clap that thing. Okay. Let me see. I don't know what that is. Looks like it's some kind of restaurant there. Actually, I might try to see if I can buy something. I'm gonna turn off the camera for a little bit and look at some stuff here. Actually, strangely enough, those are karaoke things. I thought they were for you know, because I've been using my computer and filming stuff, so I just started doing some reaction videos. So I was thinking I could buy a microphone there, but it's actually a microphone for karaoke. It's not actually for so okay, let's just keep on walking. Okay, so this is Pedestrian Walking Street, it's called. You get some motorcycles right there. Okay, almost hit me, hey? They always do that. Try to come as close as they can. This lady too much. This one too. Actually, that one didn't come that close. Alright, so we're almost at part 2 of the Pedestrian Walking Street. This is the first vehicle that I've seen, first big vehicle. Usually I see lots of bikes. Usually I'll see some guy in a car with a suit. Honking the horn, trying to get through the crowds. I don't see any of those guys today. Clapping to get business. Okay, so we're gonna get across this big street. Timing is perfect. So, okay, this is a pedestrian street. Oh. I think they're doing some. Keep on going here. It's kind of tall. So now we're starting to see more people with the suitcases pushing it, so. Sometimes, you know, these guys that sit on the benches, some of them look like they might have been in Macau for a while and lost some money. Come over with the suitcases, you know, just hanging out like that. So, okay. There's a little temple over here. We're gonna walk by that temple in a minute. So this temple is always okay. So this is a pedestrian walking street. I got some errands I'm gonna do, so put away the camera for a little bit. So it's evening time, so we're just gonna walk through this pedestrian street one more time. There's a temple right there, so it's kind of a cool temple because it's like, this is a pedestrian street and the temple is right there. There's also like foot massage, so we're just gonna walk down it a little bit, and actually, you know what? I might just go down. Let's just walk down this way. There's a market down here, so we're gonna go down in this market area. I think I'm gonna explain it real quick. Okay, so I'm gonna go down this marketplace, and what's interesting about this particular place, there's water everywhere. I'm just gonna take a look around. You can see so, okay. What's interesting about this particular market is that I wrote a book called Moon Over Macau. So there's a scene that takes place in this market. Basically the scene, there's a kid that gets lost. So and the scene is kind of one of the main characters. He comes to some illuminating wisdom walking through here because they're trying to find a kid. So if you read the book Moon Over Macau, this scene will be here. So this is the market in the Zhuhai Macau border. So I'll try to explain what I'm looking for in a minute. But basically right now we're just gonna take the camera around and just look around. But actually in this scene, basically there's kids that play around in this market. So you know, their parents are working in the shop, so the kids sometimes just kind of run wild. But actually, all of China has a problem with kidnappings. So it's so the main character is looking for a lost child, and there's kind of a realization that there we go right there. And there's a realization that you know, these kids are kind of running around while their parents are working, and anybody that's looking for something like that might come across a bunch of little kids like this. So it's kind of scary because yeah, they just play. They kind of play like this is their yard, but their parents are working, and there's a serious kidnapping problem. So a lot of people are a little bit nervous about having their kids being kidnapped, of course. And actually these 4 kids too, they're just playing, you know. So like probably their mothers right there, ideally, but still, you know, it's like, okay. So actually I just wanted to show that. And if you read the book Moon Over Macau, one of the characters reflects on that. So so maybe it's interesting to come through it and just kind of see what it's actually like. So I'm gonna keep on walking through. So this is a market that's right next to Macau, actually. So actually they say, you know, the kidnappings in China is pretty high, child kidnappings, and I guess borders is kind of one of the points that people worry about. So I don't know which way, but anyways, it's in the book. So if you pick up Moon Over Macau, you'll see that scene, and this place that the main character is at is that market right there. So Moon Over Macau, it just got published by a place called Macau Association of Stories, and I'm looking for another publisher on a more larger scale. So it's, so hopefully, and I'm also gonna make it available on Amazon no matter what. So if you do look for that. Okay, this is Zhuhai Port, and we're gonna go down here in a minute. So Zhuhai Port goes down into this little sales place, just row after row, shop after shop of shops, basically. You're gonna see it in about 2 seconds. There's also the entryway into Macau as well. Okay, so there's Macau right there. So this is a very busy sales area. I don't know what else to call it. We also got some restaurants and some lots of shops. So I'll take the camera around a little bit, and then I'm gonna look for some food myself. So we're gonna go down this way, and we're looking for a certain shop. Tanning. Okay. This is a really cool chair right there. The Monroe chair. So, okay. So we're gonna go Taylor's, and we're gonna go right down this way. This is where I just had some really good food. Actually, I go there every time I go to Zhuhai. So we're just gonna walk into this area. Look at me, homie. Okay. So we're just gonna walk around and just see what we can see. We're just gonna walk around a little aimlessly. This is kind of funny. He lost his pants. Ridiculous. Okay, so we're just gonna walk straight through, and actually looking for a microphone if I can find it, but I don't know if I can find it. But we're gonna see what we can see. Might go down some of these alleys a little bit. Let me see. That goes back outside. If I go straight up, which is where we came in at. So I'm gonna go down another one of these little alleys. We're gonna go by the restaurant we were just at. Somewhere around here there's stuff that I'm looking for, so to the right they're drinking some beer and some food. So that's just where I was just at. So we basically kind of went around in the corner. This one is all so, okay. Food court area. Tanning, dumpling. Okay, so let's see. I think we're kind of coming through a main thoroughfare right here, so we're gonna take a look. Let's see. All the wigs you could want right there. Candy. Okay. So I don't know if we can find some computer stuff, but pretty cool. So, okay. Lobby, Macau. And we're gonna go right in this main street right here. Looking for a speaker, possibly. What's that? Let's see what this is. I don't know. We'll keep going. Okay. Okay, looking for a microphone for the camera. But short of not being able to find that, I'll information. Lobby Macau. So basically this is one huge market in here, and you can basically, it's kind of a shopper's paradise. Everything's much cheaper than Macau, so it's very popular with Macau people. Anybody that lives in Macau will come over here and shop. And this is basically, it's kind of a labyrinth. So this keeps going all the way around. And way over down that side too. So we're just gonna keep going down straight this way. And we're basically gonna go up to Macau side. This side is a lot of people coming into Zhuhai from Macau. So everybody that's coming down that escalator down there, they're all coming into the city. But everybody that's going over on this escalator is going out. And Macau is basically straight ahead. We have to angle a little bit to go through the immigration, but it's basically, but if you're going up there, you're going to Macau. So, okay. We're on the track. Okay. So I'm going to turn off the camera in a minute because we're going to be going through immigration soon. So basically this is Zhuhai, and this is basically where people come in and they'll see this. So if you saw the beginning of the video, you saw that, and we went through that way. And this is basically everybody coming out from Macau. They come through this way, which is where we were at earlier. But I'm going to be going through this way because basically these people over here are all going to Macau right now. So what I think I'll do is film this big courtyard, and then I'll be turning off the camera and putting it away, and then I'll conclude the Zhuhai. So and the Zhuhai side is kind of interesting too, so I'll probably put the camera back out again. Sometimes they'll let you in if you're... This is kind of the expedited line. Everybody else has to go through this way, so I think I have to put the camera away. Okay, this is Zhuhai. Enjoy. I hope you enjoyed the video today. Okay, so we just crossed over from the Zhuhai side over there to the Macau side. And way over there, that's where all the casino buses are at. And straight ahead, you kind of walk right into the city, basically. And just vice versa, the other way, you also walk right into the city of Zhuhai. Arguably, there's better places to be in Macau, but you do walk right into the density of the tall buildings and things like that. It's also a good area too. But everybody has their favorite places of where they want to go in a city. But anyways, welcome to Macau. And we're gonna walk straight down this way, and we're gonna walk to a bus. So I think I'm just gonna show you what it looks like on this side. So, okay. So, and over on the other side, they're all coming in. These people are on the wrong side, so they're gonna have to go all the way over to that side. Right in the middle there, that's where it goes down to the buses. And you can also take the taxis right here. So there's a lot of ways to get out of here. There's buses below us, taxis to the left, and casino buses that were way over to the left, way down there. But we're gonna keep on walking the pedestrian way. And they're also going the wrong way too. You know, they have to cut across over to the other side. So what we're gonna do is walk near that McDonald's in a second, and then we're gonna keep going and just follow the water. And I think I could go that way, but I think I'm just gonna keep going with the crowd. I think the crowd is maybe the more interesting for the camera anyways. So, okay. Everybody's going the same direction, but there's a few people that come the wrong way, like these people right here. And now we're going to come out to the plaza right here. And there's a post office box right there. And that's where a lot of people are going, straight that way. But I'm gonna go down this way. And as you can see, there's a lot of people this way too. There's that post office box again. A lot of people, they put their bags here and go through stuff. I guess they're getting ready for immigration, I guess. But I almost always see this whole thing, not as bad, not the whole thing right now, but sometimes it's like, sometimes it is like just all the way filled with people with their baggage open, going through it. I guess it's better there than somewhere else. So it's a little bit dark out. And on the Macau side, you got these Portuguese tiles already. So if you look down, I don't see the black design, so sometimes I have like little ships and things like that. It doesn't have that, but it's still the same tiles that are the white part anyways. And what we're gonna do is just keep walking. It's interesting, this guy's cleaning off the sign with the keys, cleaning off the stickers. So I don't know if he, dang it. I gotta go over there. But it looks like we have to walk around this other way. Phone shops. A lot of phone shops in this city. So what we're gonna do is wait for this light. So okay. Scope, Sun Star right there. I don't know what that is. Sounds like a newspaper, but I don't know. Yeah. Waiting for this light. It's got a red light. It's walking on that. Go any second now. There we go, finally. Okay. Alright, so we're gonna just go across. It's kind of interesting in the camera because a lot of people, they don't stay in their lane, you know, so they kind of go wherever they want to go. So it looks like they're going to go right at me. Of course, now I went in the other lane because they gravitate so much to the right that I might as well go around them on the left. So, okay. So we're just going to keep walking all the way down, and I'm going to catch a bus all the way down here. This is a Greyhound. Kind of a cool looking dog. Okay. So we're back in Macau side. And when you're by the border, it has a very strong mainland feel. So the way people walk, for one, you should probably take your camera and just walk around those areas and you can see. But I'm sure there'll be lots of other opportunities to do that, and I'm sure I'll anyways, welcome back to Macau.
Chiquinha,